So this is an old t-shirt that I'm going to turn into yarn, t-shirt yarn. It's not really in any donatable form, so I don't want to throw it away. So I figured I'd turn it into t-shirt yarn. What we want to do first is we want to get rid of the bottom hem and also this part here, because you can't really do anything with the arms or like the neck, so we don't need that. So we are going to cut the bottom hem. This bottom piece is not stretchable anyway, so you can't necessarily use it. Cut that. Cut this. We want some nice sharp scissors that we'll be able to do this. So this is what we have left. Next, you want to fold this, not all the way in half, but close to the top, not all the way, say leave about like an inch or an inch and a half. I learned how to do this through someone on YouTube. She's a little bit more detailed with hers, giving the exact dimensions and like measuring and marking, but I just eyeball it. So because we're going to cut this in strips, and you don't want to make it too small. So because in the end we're going to pull the yarn to form like the pull the strips to form the yarn, and if it's too small it might end up breaking. So you want probably, I want to say maybe about an inch or a half. So what we're doing here, this is a little bit hard to see, you want to cut the yarn but not all the way to the top, but at least past the first piece here, but not all the way through. Okay, so we want to continue doing this. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's why I don't measure. As long as it's close enough. That's really, in my opinion, what matters the most. So it doesn't have to be perfect. The lines don't have to be all the way straight or perfect, so. So this is the last strip. So we'll cut all the way past the first ones, and if you make a mistake and you cut all the way up here, you can still end up tying the yarn strips by connecting them just like you would normal yarn. To make a continuous piece, you just would have more like knots through. So now it pretty much looks like this. So what we want to do is you want to open it up from this end here. It's going to look like this. It's nice to have it in a continuous piece. I have the tag, which I'm going to go ahead and cut. Normally the tag is at the top where the neck is, so I never have to usually worry about that. So this is going to help us make a continuous yarn strip when you fold and cut it this way. So what we want to do is we want to cut diagonally here. So we cut it, and now it's just continuous. So what we want to do next is we want to stretch it. When you pull it, it starts to look like this. Stretching it does that. So when I'm done doing this, then I'm going to pull it into a ball so that I can use it at a future date. But this is pretty much what the yarn looks like.